Well, hey everybody. I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry you're not seeing my pretty face, but yeah, my camera I think shit the bed on me. It's either that or StreamYard. It was working good with OBS and Logitech, but apparently StreamYard said, "Screw you, you're not going to be visible to anybody today." Hey Ray, hi Sandra. Just brewed me a cup of coffee. How is everybody today? How you doing, Ray? How you doing, Sandra? It's been a while. It's been over a month. Um, of course, as you know, had a death in the family. My mom passed away. Well, I'll be dog. Pyro, Claude, how y'all doing? Had a death in the family. My mom passed away, and been dealing with that. And it's been a little rough, but it's also given me some, time to reflect on a few things and try and reevaluate evaluate my life. And I was seriously, I'm going to be honest with you guys about something. I was seriously thinking, um, maybe not coming back. I've been really busy with work and doing other stuff, and work around the house is piled up. The late night shows is just not seeming to fall into place. I'm usually too tired, or um, I'm working, and so I thought, you've got some time during the day. Why don't you give a shot at, you know, doing a daytime show instead of late at night? Well, I talked to a few friends, got off with a phone with a friend of mine. We were on the phone for about an hour and a half, exchanging uh, our tales of woe. Uh, I think she's got it worse than me, to be honest. And I reach out and said, I need some help. I don't normally do that. I don't normally reach out and say, for help and all like that. But knowing what she's been through, and um, how she's able to get through what she's been going through, I was thinking maybe she can give me some insight and some inspiration. And by Granny, as always, she did. And here I sit. I'm talking to you guys. Look in the chat here. The Swing Machine. Good to see you, man. Um, Mr. Lee 3PO. What's up, dog? How in the world are you? I'm glad to see everybody. Um, Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that. And I do want to send out my, my thoughts and feelings of appreciation to everyone who's sent me texts and messages left on the videos and in the community page, and it's been a big help, and like I mentioned before, I mentioned in the community tab there. I don't want anyone to think that your thoughts and your prayers were not answered. I do believe that they were. My mom went peacefully. Hey Jeff, Island Research in the house. How you doing, man? Lee. Oh my God, I know, right? And you're right, Ray. Coffee is the nectar of the gods. Here's another sip for y'all. Pretty good. Well, Swain, I appreciate that, man. And that echoes what my friend was saying earlier today. If you're not ready, don't do it. Um, Another friend of mine says, you've got a loyal following. He said, your channel may not be that big, but I see the same people all the time in your chat. And these people show up. They're as much a part of the channel as you are. I said, I know, I've said that. And Ray, you call me a goofball? Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Short sip. Love my coffee. I used to like it black. I used to like my coffee straight black. I love you too, Ray. I used to say, I like my coffee like I like me women, dark and bitter. But, I like them a little sweet now, hot and sweet. Thank you, Sandra. But it's kind of like I've gotten a lot of support um, from work. I'm going to tell you guys about where I work, and it's got every every place of employment has its problems, its quirks, and all like that. But these people are pretty damn good as far as the people goes, not the company. When you're dealing, because I work for the town of Blacksburg, I really do. When it boils right down to it, and they don't know me. They don't know me from Adam, but the people who work there at Blacksburg Transit, where I drive a bus for a living, do. And when they found out about what was going on with me, my HR rep, who happens to be a friend of mine, and she's not showing me any preference. I know that she's, the whole bunch is very giving and kind. She was willing to give me a month off, and I'm like, a month? Holy crap! Um, if I took a month off, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened to me. I needed a couple weeks because all the stuff that was going on, dealing with all the financial woes that was come along with my mom passing. But I needed to get back to work. You don't work, you don't get paid, and we've got we got some good people there. But also got me to thinking about the channel here, and what I've been doing, what it means to a lot of people. And I'm seeing right now how many people are showing up. Maggie, Ida, man, I love y'all. And it means a lot. Mr. Lee, on the 10th, I lost my mom. Um, yeah, it was pretty hard on me. It was hard on all of us, really. She was literally the glue that was holding the family together. And there's like three of us now that are taking up the mantle and trying to keep everybody together. And um, there's big shoes to fill. My mom was the matriarch. Yeah, she was the one. And for those of you out there who happen to be listening and not tuning in the live, if you do not have your affairs in order, I suggest you do it. Um, because dying isn't cheap. It's not just the emotional ramifications. It's the it's how much it costs. Man, it's just ugh. Addie, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means the world. Yeah, Ray, she was passing the torch for sure. Yeah, funeral expenses and taking care of loose ends. There's always bill collectors. They're to call them vultures is an insult to vultures because they're actually providing a service. Vultures are actually providing a service. They're the cleanup crew on the roadside. They're part of nature's you know way of dealing with things. But these assholes, man. Oh God. My poor mama wasn't even cold when we started getting letters in the mail. I mean, it's ridiculous. Uh, Papa C, how you doing, man? It's good to see everybody. It really is. It's been too long. It really is. It's been too long. You're right, Mr. Lee. Special to have a mom like that. She was inspirational, really. Yeah, you're right, Brandon. Them folks are the clean out crew. Ray, that sucks. 7 months apart, you don't even have a chance to grieve for one when the other one passes away. That's My dad passed in 2007, December December 7th. No, December 21st. December 21st, 2007. And right there at Christmas time. So Christmas that year didn't get celebrated really. I mean, we observed it, but just kind of glanced at it and moved on. Um, First year and the only year my mom never put up a Christmas tree or did anything like that. We didn't. Didn't. Um, this year, my mom passed away, and 10 days later, it's my birthday. So happy birthday to me. That sucked. It is what it is. You know, um, Papa, I'm glad to see you still got yours. They're still around. That's awesome. You just don't know what time you've got. You don't know. You're really not promised tomorrow. And something could happen in the next 15 minutes. You never know. And I try never to let the sun set on my anger. Try to never let, you know, my last words to my loved ones, before they walk out the door, to be hateful ones. And my wife once asked me, she says, "Why you always say I love you all the time?" She said, "I know it." I said, "Well, I just like saying it. I want my conscience clear, and I want to know in my heart that you know that I know uh, that I love you before you walk out the door." Um, I just don't. I don't believe in that. And if I've got something against you, well, then I've got something against you. I love you. I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna make sure you know it. So I might be kind of a pain in the ass with the "Hey, I love you," but I mean it, and I mean it more so now than ever. None of us are getting older or younger, rather. We're all getting older, and we're not getting out of this world alive. That's right, Sandra. Life can be brutal, but just keep breathing. Yep, that's right. And today's show is just not. It's just me getting back in touch with everybody and letting you know that I'm still around and I still plan on doing stuff, and I got some things in the works. Um, it always happens this way. I don't know why, but every time I take some big hiatus, something big comes along. I've got something coming up this weekend. Um, my friend asked me to be part of this, and I'm gonna take her up on it. Yeah, my mama loved me. I know that. There's no doubt about it. Harry Man hoaxes and hoodwinks. How are you doing? Yeah, Pyro. I see what you said about the two old couples passed the same day. I've seen that too. Years ago, I worked in a nursing home. I worked there for about a year. I seen more death than I was, accustomed to at the time. I was really young, and I mean, I've seen it before. Don't get me wrong. I mean, being a hunter and being old country folk, you know, uh, when someone passes, you have the big thing, and everybody gathers around, and the kids know about it. It's not hidden from the children. It's part of life, and that they need to know about it. Um, and I felt the same way about my child. I felt he needed to know about it. I mean, it was hard on him. He's autistic. He's a very tender-hearted child. and very, very kind child, and it tore him up pretty bad. But my faith was rewarded in the fact that I knew that he would be able to deal with it. But when I worked in that nursing home, it was different. And it was the type of different that I didn't want anybody to have to deal with. Well, not that I know of, anyway. Not on this plane of existence. But that's another story. That's another episode. I'm just shooting the shit right now. By the way, for all of you who are wondering, yeah, my camera's on the fritz. Well, I don't think StreamYard likes my camera right now for whatever reason. Um, I made a separate video earlier this morning just testing it out. I was going to get back on my gaming channel, and I was going to do a live stream of gaming on the channel, do a little this, that, and the third. And it was working just fine there. But it ain't now. I don't think StreamYard likes my camera right now. I hate to hear that, Papa. My former brother-in-law is in his earlier years. His dad was a real ass, but right up about the time he passed, he started changing, and him and KC, they would actually talk, and they actually got to know each other, which made it hard on him when his daddy passed away because he's, it just felt to him like he was just getting to know his dad. That's a damn shame. I'm glad my sound is good. I was once told when you're getting into podcasting or anything like that, sound is better than video. If you can deliver good quality audio, you're golden. uh, yeah. See, I've gotten back into World of Warcraft, and they're coming out with a new expansion, and I'm like, oh, good God! So I've been playing the shit out of it here lately, and it seems like all my friends' schedules aren't syncing up. I'll see them on, but there's a couple that took about 3 years off. I know what that's like because I did the same, and collectively about five, really, with an 18-year span, and that was fun. Anyway, we're we're all getting together when we can. There's a once the pre-expansion event happens, we're going to kick it off and see if we can all get together. I used to be the same. And I don't enjoy hurting anybody anymore, and I don't enjoy being hurt. It used to be, I mean, I had this thing where I eat pain like candy, but now ugh, that candy's like candy corn. It's just, ugh, nasty. I don't want any part of it. Warcraft is fun. It can be when you got good friends together. Damn, that's some good coffee. It's that time of year it doesn't know what it wants to do, whether it wants to get hot or whether it wants to stay cold. Well, I've got plenty of real life rewards. I'm working on that. Thank you, Ida. Thank you for stopping by. And you take care. You be careful at work there and enjoy your day. Thanks, Mr. Lee. I appreciate it, man. I do. I'm good, by the way. I mean, I have my moments, but I really had my breakdown on on my birthday, and it was my birthday is the reason why. You know, yeah, I realized it it really sank in. You know, because my mom would always call me first thing in the morning, and she wouldn't say hello or nothing like that. She'd immediately, I'd answer the phone, hello, and she would immediately start singing happy birthday. You know, every year, it never failed till this year. And it's one of those times where uh, the reality sank in. You know, being there when she passed, uh, putting her in the ground. I mean, I was numb to all of that. But when I realized I was never going to get that phone call anymore, hmm, yep, I sobbed like a baby, probably for a good half hour, every bit of that. And I was in a funk all day. I had ideas of doing this, that, and the third on that day. And, you know, I was by myself all day long. But yeah, I'm good though. That that got it out. That broke that wall that I needed to break because I was worried about it. You know, I'm thinking that I should be a mess right now. You know, through all that stuff, and uh, I'm just glad that I had the time off from work and I was actually by myself. Because I know me, had I been by myself, I would have hit it all. I would have tamped it all back down. That's what I do. I think most men do that shit. Which ain't healthy. I don't endorse it. But yeah, I see that. Hey Judy. This seems to work okay. I mean, I want to take a poll real quick. Go ahead. It says I got 10 people watching. Sometimes it lies to me. But I like your honest opinion about my time schedule. It's really hard for me to do a late show now. So this time I thought would probably be the best time of day to actually do a show and um, get the message out there. I mean, I'd be reaching a lot of people, I think, but I want your opinion on it. What do you think? Is this a good time? Right around noon ish between, I was thinking anywhere between 11:30, 12:30, like when I started earlier. But what do you think? Is this a good time to start a show? Thank you, Mr. Lee. Appreciate that. That's one. Thank you, Maggie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Sandra. Ray, right? So I take that as a yes. Okay. I was actually thinking about how I was toying with the idea of doing this like 4 days a week. I mean, I got a little time and it might actually work out better. Thanks, Addie. You know, I'm really surprised to see how many people actually showed up. I mean, no offense or anything. I'm right here in the middle of the day. And it was really short notice too. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Um, nice. Yeah, I do know. I know that, Claude. I was. I'm thinking about bringing somebody else in to help me with a few things. Um, like a separate producer. You know, maybe to get this boat up and running like it should be. Um, I got to get past these hurdles of these algorithms that YouTube is set up, and it makes it hard for channels to grow when you're the size this one is. And listen to somebody who's struggled for a few years to get where they're at. Uh, when the algorithms start to favor you, according to this fella now, when the algorithms start to favor you, where you start getting, you know, your platform put out there to where people are actually recognizing it in their news feed, their recommendation feed that thing is put out there is 500,000 subs. That's insane. That's the new 100,000. It used to be a few years back 100,000 subs, be in the partnership program. They would pay you for putting in content. That's awesome. So, I guess that's it then. This is a new time slot for me, and it'll be during the day. This is awesome. Um, I had plans on. I had a thing set up. I was going to do a 13 days of Halloween. I know there's a few out there who's not too keen on the Halloween thing, and I totally get it. I really do. I've been doing my research and this, that, and the other, and into the subject, and hmm. See, yeah, Mr. Lee, you're in the UK, right? Yeah, the friend I talked to this morning was at. She's in the UK. So yeah, 6:06 p.m. Yeah. No, this is a perfect time then. You're right. Too many channels at night. I did not mean for that to happen, but well, love you. Anyway. Oh, me, Lord have mercy. Okay. So I've been watching these fellas or listening to these fellas. They're called Cryptids of the Corn. That's the name of their channel. Oh. Um these guys are pretty good. I met them at the Bigfoot conference I was at. I did a short interview with them. Um if you want to find out a little bit more about them, go back and watch that episode. Where I did the live stream there. I talked to them. Like I said, they're the Cryptids of the Corn. It's Jay, um, Justin, and Elena, I think. But they're really good. It's a really good show, and they're very informative. Cryptids of the Corn. Yeah, you should check it out. If I get a chance, let's see. Oh lordy, Paranormal Investigations. A good channel you might check out. Paranormal Investigations. They're from Oklahoma, Cherokee, and have all kinds of experiences with creepy stuff. I love that stuff. I do, man. I love that stuff. Um, I've been getting back to my roots in the paranormal investigation and looking into parapsychology again. Um, Looking into, uh, you know, telekinesis, telepathy, that type of stuff. Um, Astral projection. It does sound that way, doesn't it? But no, not as creepy. um, but Justin's a wealth of knowledge. He's a very, very bright young man. 27 years old, and he's good. I like the way he thinks. I really do. Yeah, check them out. Um, I'm very familiar with Hellbent Hollow. I started watching them when they were really young, and Boots on the Ground is right. They put on a good show. They do. They do a lot of it's pre-recorded stuff, and they have to edit everything together, but it's really good. Not porn, corn. C-O-R-N. Oh, I was gonna go somewhere, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do it. Scary Dogman Encounters. Yes. Yes, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. Oh shoot. So these guys talk about all kinds of stuff. I was listening to Justin's theory on some of these UFO encounters. Um, he's got a theory that some of them may be actually a type of fungi. And I know that's I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not going to go farther into it. If you want to know, just check out. Let's see. Hell, they were on the cryptids of the corn were on the confessionals um, last week, and they talked about it then, and talk about their theories of and their theories of how some of these UFO encounters are fungi, mushroom people, if you will. But there's fungus everywhere. There's actually a fungus in the upper atmosphere, and that's not you know theory. That's an actual fact. That's coming off of a NASA research investigation into the upper atmosphere, and what's going on up there. Yep. Oh, I've been laughing a lot. Like I said, the that breaking point where I knocked down that wall to where I could actually deal with all this stuff was on my birthday when everything broke down, and I realized that, like I said, I wasn't going to get that phone call again. There's a fungus among us. Actually, that's the title of the episode where they talk about that in the cryptids of the corn. Yep, they've conquered about everything on the planet. what a lot of people don't seem to realize, and I mean, it's you think about it, you find a fungus, you find a mushroom in the forest, you think, well, that's just something that you just grew onto something. No. No, what happens is there's a network underneath the ground. It's like wires that connect over a great distance. And whenever you find a mushroom, that's how they procreate. There's their seed pods. That's just their reproductive organ you're snapping off. Uh, you put it that way. Ouch. Uh, but yeah, there's a lot more to it, and how they communicate over vast distances is insane. Been hunting for them little trees. Lordy Lord. Yeah. It's really weird that the synchronicities come up, um, revolving around, for me personally, revolving around mushrooms, because I got to looking into it, and how many beneficial, clinically beneficial, remnants there are to their existence, how beneficial they are to us if consumed. And you get to talking about the psilocybin, and people will talk, oh, magic mushrooms, it'll get you high, it'll cure a lot of things if taken in microdoses, and it will not have the same side effects that these other killer medications out here that big pharma has got people on, that they can't get them off of right away. That if you decide to try and get off of some of these medications, going cold turkey, it could possibly kill you. No, the psilocybin won't. No, that it won't do that. It's natural. No. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if the hashtag will help, but it might. It very well might. People pay attention to hashtags. Um, getting getting the word out, it'll help. But like I said, I was talking to, getting off the subject of the mushrooms and back to the channel here. Um, and yes, natural medicine is mushrooms. But anyway, I have something in the works. I'm hoping that I won't be alone in this anymore, that I will actually have a co producer here to help me with some odds and ends. I'm wanting to build a studio, and it's been my hope to build a studio to where I can, um, move it from out of the house to there, and have somebody to help me with sound and cameras, and somebody to look at chat. Um, talking to somebody earlier. They've got a larger platform than I do, and they've said that when they're alone and they have a guest, they don't have somebody to read chat for them. And there's times when they have a guest on, and they will get lost in the chat and miss cues from the guest, and it can get rough. There's a lot more to it than some people think when you're looking at the what goes on in the background. That's exactly right. Exactly. This right here is something that I really want to get into. You know how I feel about lost civilizations, ancient cultures, yeah, and how much information that we have been robbed of, and how much power we actually have that lays dormant within us, that's been given to us by our Creator above. And there are powers that be that do not want us to experience this knowledge and to partake of this God given power that we have. Having a co-host is nice. Um, I really do want to do more with this channel. I've never been good at promoting myself. Never been really good at selling myself. Um, I have fallen into circumstances that has helped this channel to grow. I think there are forces that do not want me to succeed, and there are forces that desperately want me to succeed. So things keep happening and pushing me in this direction. And it happens every so often that I go through these. I go through these bouts of where I'm doubting what I'm doing, and if I'm making a difference. If and I'll have somebody come and whisper in my ear, this is what people need. People need an outlet. People need a place to come to and to share their ideas. And it's just not me talking. I mean, you guys have been pushing the whole narrative the whole time we've been on here. I've talked about this and I've talked about the other, and I've heard mention this is not a structured show. To a certain degree, no. Um, I structure it to a certain degree where I like a certain subject to talk about. But when it comes down to brass tacks, what I'm looking at is this is like a big round table, and it has been from the get go, and it's just how it came to be. Yeah, I understand that. I'm not good at that either. Really? Wow. I had no idea. Wow. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. I really do. Ray, ever since you said that, that rings in my head a lot, a lot. And when it comes down to these synchronicities that I find happening ever so often, um, and seeing how things have morphed, mutated, if you will, changed, grew, however whatever spin you want to put on it. Um, likeness always kind of rings in my head, and it makes me focus and makes me understand what's going on. It really does. Don't make you come to Virginia. Are you kidding me? Come on up here, girl. Oops. This is funny. But I found that, even with how things are going, that I do need a baseline of some type of structure to, you know, um, promoting the message is a little odd, but getting the message out there, um, and unfortunately, I've got to do a little bit um, more pizzazz with these thumbnails that I have. Um, Doing a little bit better with titles and um, actually scripting some things. I think that if I actually am able to script some things, that I'll be better off. Go that way for a short period during the show than have a free for all, kind of like what we're doing right now. We'll find our likes inside the likeness. Yeah. Still trying to push that positive energy. It's just being a bus driver. Sometimes you find people getting on that bus, and you can tell, especially when I'm working in the evenings, these people are wanting to go home, and you can see that they're really wanting to go home. They've had enough of the day. They're done with it. They just want to sit back and either vegetate and watch TV or just go to bed. But I found that just saying hello, how are you doing, and wishing everybody a good night, you'd be surprised because there's a few people who are like first time riders. They'll come on and they haven't ridden the bus before, and I'll I'll holler out good night, and the people getting off are regulars. They recognize my face, I recognize theirs, and they're used to me doing that, and they'll look around like, what the hell, what is this? Because you don't get that in the big city. You're exactly right, Ray. I've got a lot to learn. Oh, I do believe that 12 or 12:30 would be a good time. It looks like this is a good time. There's a lot of people awake. You're not struggling to keep your eyes open and listen to me drone on. Yep. Um. So me starting the show. I know I'm all over the place, guys. Forgive me. I I'm a special individual, not in a good way half the time, but starting the show at 12:30 in the afternoon and running to probably about 1:30. Um, I think is good. It's not too much. It's not too little. Um, yep. Let's see. There's so many shows that I need to go back and catch up on. Um, so much information that's out there. I've been I've been searching for shows that um, think outside the box, that aren't covering the same stuff all the time. I told a friend of mine that yeah, an hour. I know it's been an hour and 3 minutes. I think it's been, yeah, I've been on an hour and 3 minutes catching it live during the day. I've got so much stuff going on here. It's probably going to restrict me from being on here too long because I do have stuff I need to get done around here. But I'm at home, during the day. But yeah, everybody needs to see this. And anybody who's tuned into my shows late at night know that if I say I'm going to be on for only it's going to be a short show tonight, 3 hours later. Well, yeah, I'm signing off. It's like when you're talking to an old friend, and you got to go. You done said you had to go, and then you get into a conversation, and then an hour later, you say, "Well, yeah, I got to go," and the next thing you know, another hour's passed. So that's just how it goes. That's how it goes. But I do appreciate everybody coming by today and hanging out with me and kind of spread the word if you could. Um, if you're so inclined. I mean, I'm not saying you got to. I'm just asking if you just feel like you feel like it. If you feel like it, share the show. Get the message out there. Uh, this is going to be I think it's going to be the new time slot for me. See, this is this right here is what I'm getting into. And let me post that up here again. Journey to the Truth podcast. Open your eyes to the deception facing us. We have got a lot facing us. Let's see. The acquisition of. Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if I can share this. I've shared this before. All right, here's something I want you guys to pay attention to. This is for you who are not familiar. Dwight D. Eisenhower, and just an excerpt from his speech.
Against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes. We should take nothing for granted. Only an alert and knowledgeable citizen can compel the proper meshing of the huge industrial and military machinery of defense with our peaceful methods and goals, so that security and liberty may prosper together.
He warned us of this back then, of what we're going through now. But nobody listened. Nobody listened. Hey, Maggie. Just throwing that out there. I'm aware of how we've been deceived, and I've become highly aware of how long we've been deceived. It's been a long time. How long have we been slaves, y'all? And that's a very honest, truthful question that I have to present to you guys. And there's so many people who, don't know how to how to deal with that. How long have we been slaves? For a long, long time. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, looky here. One of my OGs is back in the house. So here we go. Let's see. Still trying to figure out that right sweet spot for the time slot. I say an hour and a half. About an hour and a half show. Starting at 12:30. Running till 2. I think I'd be good. Yeah. Eric here and Ray, there's quite a few nights when it'd just be the three of us just talking. Sometimes somebody'd stop by and say hi. Well, yeah. Monday night. No, I can't do that. I've got to work Monday night, darling. I've got Wednesdays and Saturdays right now. I'm sorry. I'd love to, though. Prove it. You watch. Uh, I say right now, we're looking at 1:41 p.m. my time, roundabout 2 o'clock. I got to be off of here. It ain't like when I was staying up late at night and I could stay up to like 3 in the morning. Thank you, Marty. Yeah, we need to collab again. I always have fun where we do something together. It's great. It's kind of hard to keep up with chat sometimes. And see, that's why I need somebody. Thanks, Marty. I really appreciate that. I'm always watching. Always watching. Can anybody tell me what that's from? Have you got your paperwork in order? Have you got your paperwork in order? Don't wait too long with Marty. One day those aliens aren't going to drop her back off. Oh my gosh. There you go. And the prize goes to ding 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 Pyromedic. Monsters Inc. I'm always watching, Mike Grabowski. I'm always watching. Uh, yep. Monsters Inc. Lunch with Lee. Maybe so. I gotta find out a good name for this segment. I really do. The Ravens Nest this thing cutting it. I just do that up there. Unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck on that gerbil wheel, Ray, for a little while anyway. Coffee time with Lee. Oh, Sandra, I'm writing that down. Oh, come on now. Ravens peckings. Oh my god, no. Talk about the on the wheel, the dizzy bitch. Shoot, Odin's ear. Hmm. 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 I'm writing all this down. I am. While I'm doing that, you guys keep thinking of stuff. Hmm. No Odin shit. Oh, come on. Hmm. Lamenting with Lee. Oh, on the Ravens roost. Yeah, the coffee. Hmm. Like I said, I'm writing all this down, y'all. You never know. Well, I do appreciate the welcome back. I really do. Yeah, Ray, you got my number. I appreciate that, Marty. I do. Mm, done the teachers. Oh, I try to do that shit so y'all don't have to. He's classroom. Oh, hmm. I got some stuff milling around in my head. Well, I've missed you guys too. It's like the last time I was away for a while. I didn't realize how much I did miss you guys till you guys started popping in the chat and we just started talking. That's been great. It's great to be back, Eric. I need more time like this. I want to get back out in the field and doing stuff. And that's Rabbit Hole 101. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, absolutely. The whole chat is. I mean, you're very relative. You matter. Without you guys, there wouldn't be a platform here. Plain and simple. Thanks, Marty. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're all family here, like like Ray said earlier, likes likeness, and we're all here for a reason. We all share knowledge. We all have knowledge to share, and it's the only way. It's sharing knowledge is sharing wealth and power because that's what knowledge is, and we all need it for what's to come. The more prepared we are, the better off we'll be. There's a rabbit hole. Oh. I love that. That's great. Oh, There's a lot of love in this in this chat room. I almost said tonight. Here I am, right in the middle of the damn day. I'm a night owl. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is the power, and there's people out there who do not want us to have it. We've been robbed of so much. Time to break the chains, y'all. Time to break those chains that's kept us down. Strawberry fields. What you talking about, Claude? Nothing is real. Yeah, we're in a simulation. That's right. Yeah, I mean, Tony Merkel's. I quote him a lot as far as that is concerned. You know, he says usually at the end of each one of his shows, he'll say the truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off, and it's the fact. I mean, looking back on what I've learned jumping down some of these rabbit holes, and these are my closing thoughts before I got to go. This show and preparing something, for content purposes has opened my mind to a lot. And walking this road, this knowledge, the truth has pissed me off in a lot of ways. And be honest with you, and some of the things I found out has kind of broke my heart in some instances. I mean, I got better, but knowing that we've all been lied to for such a long time, and I just want all of us to know where we came from, where we're going, what power we have, and what power we were robbed from or of. And it's good to be part of this fellowship right here. What do you say there, Brandon? They lied about everything. Yep. Everything. Our origins, our religion, everything. But the truth can only be hidden for so long. The truth will be uncovered. Yeah, that's right. The lie was well constructed until the truth arrived. Truth seekers, us all. We are all truth seekers. That's the reason why you're here. That's the reason why everybody shows up here. But I really do want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for all the support and the show of love that you guys have, shown me this whole time. I really do appreciate that more than you know. And yeah, I've got this little Bluetooth speaker. It's not very big. I'll hang it up on a coat hook that's behind my driver's seat, and I'll listen to my podcasts on it. And sometimes I'll listen to different stuff that people will pick up on. I had this one kid listen to, "What are you listening to?" I said, he said, "Is that Joe Rogan?" I said, "Yes, it is Joe Rogan." It's who you listening to? I said, it's an interview he did with Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson. He said, "Oh, really? Which episode was that?" Because I really like this. And I've had this happen a couple of times. And this is random people on my bus. I love you too, Marty. Love you too. Love all you guys. Not everybody's ready. That's not their path. We must find our tribe. Yeah, it's true. Just because they profess to believe one thing or another doesn't mean they're actually ready for the truth. I've seen that. Um, there are people who say they believe this, that, and the third, but when it comes down to actually hearing the truth, they're not ready. Nothing is random. Exactly. Exactly. You're right where you're supposed to be all the time. And I've been awakened to this truth that every time there's something happens to put me behind schedule on a bus. I mean, this is just how simple this gets. Okay. I get behind schedule on a bus. I have this passenger counter. I got to keep track of the passengers getting on, not getting off, but just getting on. And it also shows me, distance between when I left and where my destination is, and if I'm behind schedule or if I'm ahead of schedule. If I'm behind schedule, it shows blue. If I'm ahead, it shows red. Blue is behind, red is ahead, you know. But when it shows me blue and I'm behind, I don't sweat it. If I'm ahead, I don't sweat it because every time I see that I'm right where I'm supposed to be for whatever reason, I don't ever push it. I just let it happen and just have faith. There's a certain amount of faith. Right. I like that. Soul Tribe. All right, guys. Well, I've reached the end of my time for today. Um, I am going to be. I will not be doing a show tomorrow. But look for just Saturday. Yeah. Just look at the Bigfoot Odyssey on Saturday. You might find somebody you know. Just saying. Now, see, I've done this. These are my closing comments, and after this, I've got to go. My teacher constantly said, "Remove two words from your vocabulary; they do not exist, and that is luck and coincidence." And I have, and it is true. And yes, I do live by it. I will, Marty. I sure will. We've got we've got some planning to do. Yes, Bigfoot Odyssey is still on, and Daniela's pulling things together. She's holding it together. God love her. And we'll yeah. As far as I know, if everything comes down, yeah, everything goes right, I'll be co-hosting the Saturday night show with Daniela on Bigfoot Odyssey every other weekend for a while. Anyway, she needs a little help, so she asked me if I'd help, and I said sure, not a problem. Brent's helping out on Wednesdays. I'll be helping on Saturdays. So with that, hopefully I'll see you guys Saturday on Bigfoot Odyssey. Until then, remember, I love you and I mean it. Have a good day, everybody.